Happy Sabbath. Do you know the Lord's near? Do you feel Him, feel that Spirit this morning? Do you? Come on, yes or no? All right. So make sure you're awake out there. Busy week. We have a second reading in the bulletin. We're not going to read it today because the Riddells are not here. The Riddell seniors are not here. Actually, Gail is in the hospital, and they thought it was like just getting overheated. They took her to the hospital for to have her checked out. They thought she was pretty good. They were just holding her for observation for a while, and they ended up holding her. Actually, a couple of nights now. I think she's been in there. Maybe last night was either the second or third night, and they're not sure what it is. I asked Les. Les called me last night, and I said, "Do you care what I share with the church?" He said, "No, whatever you feel comfortable with." And they did some scans of her body, trying to figure out what it was. They thought it was she just got confused. She couldn't respond to questions and that sort of thing, and so they found some things, but they're not definitive, and they're going to do more tests. So please keep her in prayer. And the other thing is, Bob was headed to town to see her, and he drives a Camry, and not sure what exactly happened, but he went four-bying out through the desert and then back onto the road and then back out there near where they live, and they said there were car parts strung everywhere. And it's, so he's fine, he's fine. I'm not sure how he got to town finally, but I'm sure he did. Tow truck. Probably a tow truck. So, anyway, we need to keep them in prayer. They are great people. They really support the church. They're really a big part of our family from behind the scenes as much as anything. But they are definitely, they haven't been here long. They were here, they left, they're back. And we really enjoy having them here. So please remember them in prayer. And Les had surgery on the 1st, which is the day before yesterday. He had some kind of procedure, was an outpatient, but he's off work for 6 weeks. So he's gonna be shy around here. I mean, not gonna see him very often for a while. But keep him in prayer. Of course, he said, "Nah, it's a piece of cake, no problem, it's all good." But that's what he would say. So we do need to keep him in prayer. I have just a couple of things here, if I can just clear my head. Tuesday. I told you I'd keep you posted regarding the search for a pastor. Well, this Tuesday night, all the board members, and this is going to be fun, all of our board members and all the Bullhead City board members are going to be on a conference call with Pastor Ramirez. We have been in the process of vetting Trevor Reed. Do you remember Trevor Reed, who spoke here from Jamaica? He is probably, at this point at least, the front runner. And what Pastor Ramirez did was there were 7 or 6 references on his resume, and he gave assignments to each one of us. Well, let me back up. We have 3 elders from our church, and Bullhead has 3 elders from their church, and that's like the study committee. And so the 6 of us, and then Pastor Ramirez, each made a call to one of these references. So I had a first experience of calling somebody in Jamaica, and it was interesting. I took a pastor, and then Eric and Brad each took an elder, and they called, and I kind of talked with Brad a little bit. But anyway, what we will do on Tuesday night is we'll give a report to the whole of the 2 boards. And then I'm sure, there's going to be some kind of vote, and then I'm not sure how it will proceed from there. But I wanted to let you know that that's where we are now, and I really, really would like for you to pray about this, especially Tuesday at 7 o'clock, right, Ben? Yeah. Tuesday at 7 o'clock is when we're supposed to be on that phone call. So please, pray about it. We have certainly want to have God's choice for our pastor. So we don't want to pray, let's get this guy or let's not get this guy. Let's let God ask him to direct those of us who are directly involved. I guess that's the biggest thing. A couple of people have asked about services for my grandson. It'll be Wednesday night. It's going to be at the mortuary. There probably won't be a service as such. It's a viewing, and I don't want to discourage you from coming, but it's not going to be a traditional type of funeral. And but I really do appreciate all the support from the church, from this family. The calls and the cards and so on, and so thank you for that. And we will proceed. Visitors, if you're a new visitor and you haven't been here before, we have a luncheon right after the service today, and it's right here next door, out the door, to the left and to the left again. And there's an area there where we will have a potluck. I'd love to call it potluck. I always call it potluck. It's a fellowship luncheon because you don't have to bring anything. You just have to show up if you're a visitor. So thank you again, and happy Sabbath.